So yeah, so who was the pos for then? Because this does actually matter now. You're laying into a Chaos Knight. Do you just want the Grimstroke up there and just bully him out of lane? Well, they have that option. Should they choose it? But let's go into game. And we're hit with the immediate pause.
That was hot.
Oh, that's too far. Fairly standard itemized. Lifestealer has no items. Okay. I was going to say, fairly standard itemization across the board. Wait a second, one of these heroes doesn't actually have anything. So... yeah, just... I mean, the only really interesting is Grimstroke and Lena have wind laces, but that's not too weird these days. It's fairly standard support item to get, just so you have the legs to get around the map before you get your boots. Oh, we have the go. So does the Lifestealer realise he can actually make purchases in the game of Dota 2, the video game? Yep. Stout Shield, 6 tangos, and a salve. Looks like we got... yeah, they're going to send the Ogre Magi bot. He looks like he's going to be the POS 5, as it were. But it looks like they're going to try and make a play in the bot runes. So, 3v2. Jakiro already has dual breath levels. They have the Chaos Knight top. He's looking to... not Chaos Knight. Lifestealer top. He's looking to secure the runes alone. Warwick looking to make this big invade. Oh, wait, no, hello, they've brought down the Puck. Okay, it's going to be a 3v3, but I don't think it's the 3v3 they're going to be expecting on the side of Warwick. Let's get some zoom out going here. Nope, it doesn't want to snap. I'll just do this instead. We have the old Mexican standoff where neither side actually can see anything. Ice Pepper are going to step forward, they're going to go straight onto the side of the map, and it looks like they left their Puck high and dry. The Axe is going to start stepping forwards. Trade off a right click for now. The stun hasn't been leveled yet, so they're going to get the Battle Hunger. It's going to be a slow onto this Chaos Knight. They have got the rune and they're going to back away. It looks like they're going to secure it. Meanwhile, on the other side, that's going to be Jakiro who gets the rune, stolen under the nose of the Grimstroke. This Jakiro is going really deep, actually. Now, I was half expecting DP to step across and try and maybe do something, but it's just going to be a TP out. He's going to be fine. So a little bit of early action that doesn't actually result in anything. As the Ogre Mage is just going to now start waddling towards the top lane, leaving his Lifestealer a bit high and dry for a brief period. No, it should be fine in the long run. Yeah, you can't really do too much if you're a Lifestealer now. You're just going to get slapped by a Lena. You don't really want to commit to too much without Ogre, because if you get hit by that without support, you're going to die. Or at least lose half your health bar and probably have to burn through all of your regen. UKCS. Oh, Ogre misstepping forwards. Nah, just going to get some right clicks on. Which is fair. Abaddon steps forwards. Doesn't really particularly want to do anything at this point in time. This makes a step towards on that Abaddon, actually. No. I feel like this lane is the most likely to have something happen, but meanwhile in bots... Nope. Oh, it's mid. Yeah, DP's just getting clicked down by this Puck, actually. Oh, just actually though, the Drain's going to come in, the Orb's going to go forward, he's going to go to the other side, very far is pop, the slap does not get the kill, the runaway attempt is going to come, just survives the right clicks, the Tango keeping him alive just by the skin of his teeth. Death Prophet's going to stay in the lane for now, but doesn't have a salve or anything. He's going to bring one out to him, that's going to be a pause. Discord sec is the issue apparently. So Abaddon, he's found himself between the Lifestealer and the Ogre Magi. He's actually just cast his Ignite. So he's going to be slowed down. I don't know if they can actually make anything happen here, though. Other side of the map real quick. Axe is about 3... Oh, it's just 3 CS ahead of this Chaos Knight. He's going to looking to do really well in this lane. He has the Grimstroke there to back him up. I don't think that the Chaos Knight can get too much in this lane. Does anything else happen mid? No. Does anything happen top? Yes. They Light Strike away misses, but the Ogre Mage has been silenced up. They'll open the wounds on this Abaddon. The right clicks start coming thick and fast now. The body blocks are there. Torin is going to give up first blood, but they might just get the immediate return kill onto the Ogre Magi. And now it's Lina versus Lifestealer in the 1v1, and Lifestealer's more interested in hitting creeps than the Lina. So a pretty good trade there for Warwick Ducks. They give up first blood, but no, they get first blood. They give up a kill for it, but in the grand scheme of things, that's probably fine. But Ogre not back in lane yet, so oh, there we go. Oh, the Light Strike array hits. Do they have follow up? No, Abaddon just wants to CS. They put Abaddon 3 actually. I didn't think they would necessarily do that, but fair enough. You look away and a kill happens in bot lane. Axe actually does get taken down by the Chaos Knight. I believe it must be Chaos Bot that actually got the kill there. Looking for slaps on the kill. Jakaro looking very low, but he's got to keep himself alive and prevent the second slap securing the kill. Region in bot lane. Looks like it's going to get picked up by DP instead of the Grimstroke. There's in top. Oh, Life's looking very low, running away. No. They back away because the Ogre Magi is just there. They don't. He's not managed to do anything, but it's just he's a big body with a fair amount of right-click damage. You have to give some respect to that, nothing else. His Vera does also have 2 mangoes, so he could have mana at any point if he wanted. Mid lane, DP has a slight CS advantage. It looks like Puck hasn't been too interested in applying the same level of pressure he was applying earlier, just because of the way the early trade went. This Abaddon looks like he's so far forwards, but he can just tank it all with the shield. In terms of CS, he's actually on parity with the Lifestealer for now. Oh, the Light Strike away hits the Ogre. They'll proc the passive for the Abaddon. And just put some right clicks into him as he steps forward. You just back, mate. Just go away. You've got no health. You can't do anything else in this lane. How's the CS coming here? Oh, Chaos Knight's running through the tree line. He's looking for the Grimstroke and he's going to find it. The Inkswell's going to come out now. It's going to get a full stack onto this Chaos, but it's not really going to do too much. Because meanwhile, Jakero's been blocked off in the trees. The Inkswell's going to slap him down. Grimstroke's been frozen up though. He's going to have to run away from this Chaos Knight, and Chaos Knight's a pretty fast boy. Oh, the Jukes through the tree lines isn't going to quite work. He's going to try to buy as much time as he can. Pulls Chaos Knight away from the CS. Pull himself through the creep. Wherever the Chaos Bot's going to finish it off. Another kill going in the favour of the Chaos Knight here. As Hax now finds himself between 2, but I don't think Jakaro is healthy enough to make any play happen. The ping out top. Nothing. Yeah, they're just looking to try and harass the other out the lane, but I feel like... I mean, Abaddon's pulling ahead with the CS lead here, and the wave's pushing in his favour, so he's going to get massively ahead here, actually, over time. Bounty Rune's going to come up, as meanwhile, I guess Grimstroke just rotated around and killed Jakaro, who didn't back despite being really low health. Bounty Rune's bot, it's a 1-for-1, but Warwick look like they're going to get both in the bot side of the map. So, fairly even game thus far. Warwick not doing too hot in the top lane, but same can be said for Ice Pepe in the bot lane. Just a question of how much do these cores get from the laning phase ending and when they're able to just go into the jungle for a bit. Both quite heavy clicky melee cores, as Jakaro actually does get the D wards in the jungle. Give himself some vision, protect himself from potential gank from the DP. As they found themselves an Ogre with the stun again, but I feel like it's just the same thing where it's just going to be harass. They can't do much here. To be fair, this Ogre really wants to go. He's got a lot of right clicks into this Lina now, as it looks like... Evan might have been trying to click Lifestealer a bit too much there. Ooh, Ogre. Yeah, he wants to get this Carty cleaned up, but he can't really do it. Oh, they'll pop the rage. Abaddon. Oh, the the list comes out. They'll get the slow down as well. On the other side of that, Jakira's died to the axe. They get the trade, but on this side of the map, it looks like... Oh, it's going to be close, but it looks like Alishton's going to fall before the Abaddon. They can't get in range to get the final right click, and now this Lena's just right-clicking down the Yoga Magi from a, what looked like a really bad position for Ice Pepper. They actually managed to pull back and get 2 kills in their top lane.
Radiant's middle tower is under
It looks like they might actually try and make something happen on this axe. He's going to get the taunt off onto this Chaos Knight. The right Inkswell's going to be protected for a bit. The Inkswell's going to miss, though, but the Chaos Knight stepped way too far forward. The Chaos Ball's going to come down, though. Do they get the axe on the way out? He does. Now, does this solo Grimstroke have the damage to actually get anything here? Well, the salve will probably ensure that nothing happens. So, good plays up and down the map for Ice Pepe. 7 kills to 3 now in this early game, and the Chaos Knight looks to get more, but he doesn't quite have the mana. Oh no, he does! He pops the one, gets the Chaos Bolt down. The Ice Path is going to hold the Grimstroke in place for a little longer. Do they have the ability to go further? Not with the Creep Wave and the axe there. He'll get away. DP has gone to the jungle, just farm up a bit. Between waves. This is one of those, both mid laners are going to shove the wave and go clear their hard camp sort of matchups, I believe. They both have pretty good wave clear. Looks like Pug's actually coming down for a gank here. Has the Dream Coil, there we go. And this axe is massively out of position here. He's gone past the T1. Proxying the wave, has found himself on the Jakiro. You have to believe Puck's just now going to come down and get the kill. He's on the Grimstroke down as well. Nice phase shift. They'll go really deep for this. They'll get all the slows onto the axe. Meanwhile, yep, they'll just get Dream Coil and just get the axe, I think. They got a TP down, but that's going to get cancelled immediately. I didn't even see who it was. Nope, there's cancelling TPs left and right. Warwick want no further part in this. They'll give up the axe and nothing else. And they've also sent Lena into mid lane to try and just get a bit of XP, I think. DP's been doing okay for CS actually, 12 ahead, but, well 15 ahead, excuse me, but obviously with the kill going in for the Puck, probably about even in the matchup, I would say. So Abaddon's just slightly ahead. Okay, he's got 6 denies, I guess, so pretty reasonable for him. He's going to try and run this Lifestealer down, but I don't think he's respecting the fact that the Yoga Major can just come up from the tree line, and he does eventually turn around. He does have his ult, I believe. Yeah, he levels ult at 6, good for him. Excuse me. Yeah, DP's just going to Crypt Swarm the wave every time it comes up too far. As it looks like the Chaos Knight wants to go for more. It's a very aggressive game, it has to be said. It feels like both teams are just spending half the game running at each other, and it's not even like picks, it's just running at each other. Axe steps way too far forwards, the Dream Coil comes down immediately, the Ice Path follow-up. They should have enough damage over time to clean up this axe, it's just whether they get the Chaos Knight in return. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, the Lena's died. This Grimstroke should follow. Ink's he's going to try and trade off the map as best he can. Then he's just running down the Yoga Major through tier 2. He's going to get stunned on the tower, try and run away. The Borrow Time's going to proc, excuse me. They'll pop the Mango. They just juke through the tree line. They're going to be able to send the DP up. The DP's coming out. Do they have the damage? They do have the damage. What are you doing under tier 2 tower, my dude? Abaddon bites off way more than he can shoot. Excellent play that by Starlight. Just juking through the tree line for 12 years, it feels like. Just able to buy his teammate enough time to come up and make that kill. Well played by him.
A prize.
And it's going to be a clean sweep of bounty runes for Ice Pepe, however. So that's going to be, what, 240 gold each? That's like 1,000 gold total. Not bad at this early point in the game. Not bad at all. As now, they get the run up onto this dragon, Death Buffet, excuse me. The silence as well, they can't drain, but it looks like they've got members coming in. The Yoga Mage and the Grimstroke here to back it up. They have the silence onto this Puck, and they can't get away! No, okay, they're just able to get the Grim Coil down before he goes down. Now it's just down to the Chaos Knight, but he doesn't really want to be banned fighting 3 people at once, and in fact he will die for trying this, I believe. They're going to dive T1, and I feel like they have enough to click him under the T2 if they need to, but it's not going to make it that far. And now, with Crypt Swarm popped up, I can't remember any names. Exorcism popped, excuse me. He's just going to be able to clean up this tower fairly easily.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I don't think anyone from Ice Pepe particularly want to contest this. Ice is just going to go top, farm up a bit. He's going towards this minus. He almost has it. He's like 300 gold off now. Oh, actually, they're sent in the Puck, but they can't quite catch the Ogre. And that was the best bet of the kill, I think. It looks like I've got another slap fight going on in top lane. Open wounds. It's gonna actually proc the ults. Abaddon's just got clicked down to the. So far, the ult got automatically forced. So Lifesteal's just gonna have free farm in this lane now. I don't think Abaddon wants to be here if he's at risk of death, as it were. 3 members of Ice Pepe in the bot lane. As they're gonna step forward from Warwick. They'll get the drain onto the Jakiro. Light Strike Away is gonna miss. They're gonna go further. Grimstroke cooldown on top of Jakiro and Lina. The damage is a lot. Axel misses, but it's gonna keep everyone alive. They'll turn onto this axe now. He's gonna taunt and run away, pulling everyone forward. Lina will eventually fall to damage over time, I believe, and a little slap from the Grimstroke as now they try and kill the Abaddon. He's got no ult though. He's just dead. Chaos Knight is last man alive. He's gonna try and get the axe on the way out, and he will get the right clicks in to get that. But he's gonna go to the tree line, but that's not really a safe place to be against the crypts. Yeah, 4 kills for 1 in favour of Warwick Ducks. And maybe not the tower without exorcism. They're just going to go mid and stop the Puck from getting too much in mid. Puck's halfway towards the Blink Dagger. DP is about halfway towards Eels, I would say. Though they're doing okay.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
2 supports in bot lane, just trying to clear out the creeps, make sure that Warwick can't do anything else here. Lifesteal has his Midas now. As it looks... Oh no, it's just a Chaos Knight who's also got Midas, is just going to farm up for a bit.
Double harm shall I
Lifesteal though has the advantage here in that he's quite happy at this point to just sit in lane, because I don't think they can really contest him too much without committing a lot of resources, and that's he wants to up they can just TP in and then he needs to rage should buy enough time. So yeah, it's just going to be... Abaddon tries to get some CS in this lane, and Lifesteal just goes, no, this is my lane, please leave. Yeah, borrow time popped again. Oh, the lines are coming out though. Do they have a smoke on? They do have a smoke on 2, 3 members? No, 2 members. But they definitely want to try and kill this Lifestealer. Does he see this one coming, and does he get the rage off in time is the important question to ask. There's no borrowed time, but that's not the thing you have to worry about in this sort of matchup. They are giving up bot tower while this is happening, I have to say. So it's going to be 4-1. The Light Strike Away misses. And you've just wasted your time. The TPs are going to come out. They are able to leave the axe bot, and he should just be able to clear out the wave so the minions can take the tower.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
As Okameda just walks forward, he wants to maybe catch someone hanging around too much, but I don't think that's going to happen. So that's just going to be a jungle jam for the Dire. They've pulled everyone up, but they don't need to do anything right now. They can just leave the Lifestealer in lane and to this one camp. Because I don't think that Ice Pepe really have the resources to deal with him. DP in mid, just slapping down the wave, forcing the lane back. Sort of pressuring the tower without committing to it. As yeah, Abaddon can't be in this lane, I don't think. Well, it's not for extended periods of time, as the pings come out on him, actually. He's hanging around too much. The stun's going to connect to him from the Ogre Mage. Borrowed time's going to get procced, and it looks like it's going to be forced disengage because the Dream Coils come down, but I don't think they get any follow-up for it. They'll trade off a few abilities, most notably that Dream Coil, but ultimately nothing happens except contesting for the bounty runes. Ice Pepe will get their own, as will Warwick. But, oh, Ogre's stepping forwards. They've got... Oh, he stepped way too far forward. Silence. Light Strike Away misses, though. Damage is going to come up, but he's just going to be able to run away. These Light Strikes just aren't finding their mark, and if you don't have the initial stun from this lean, you don't really have the potential to burst someone down if you're Ice Pepe at this point. As... Oh. Good description there from Axe. He'll get the kill on the Jakiro solo for about 300 gold, as it looks like the Grimstroke's now gone mid to try and slow down this Chaos Knight's farming. We switch to net worth. You can see both... Actually, it's quite even for the first two, but then the Axe has a massive advantage over the Abaddon, excuse me, by about 1,200 gold. So he's feeling quite good about himself, but again, the pos 1, pos 2's dead even. Lifesteal's been able to sit in lane for ever, it feels like, but Chaos Knight's not been any slouch in farming at the jungle either, so... Abaddon will get the T1 deny before the creep skipping from Axe is going to actually take it. What's this Chaos Knight actually sitting on right now? Whoops, no, he's over here. He's got his armor finished, he's going to get it couried out to him. His opponent has... Yeah, he's going Radiance first. Okay, he's about 1,000 gold off his Sacred Relic. DP has got the... Yeah, the Eels is going to be on the courier, I guess. The pink out top. It's just... I don't like this lifestealer. Can we kill him, please? He's been sat in the lane for the last 12 years. No, nothing happens. That's fine. Well, actually, they send up the support... Oh, the Jakiro Chaos Knight. I don't know what he's gonna... I guess if they get the kill on the Chaos Knight, it's a lot of gold in his favour. The ultimate's in his backpack, though. I don't know if you can kill with that in there. The Ice Craig does actually clip this time. The burst Chainston comes out, they'll commit the Laguna Blade early, and that's gonna secure them the kill. So Chaos Knight actually picks up as well, so that's kind of a decent chunk of gold now on fate on the pockets of this Chaos Knight. 1,000 gold swing as well, that's nothing to be sniffed at. So it looks like... Oh, vision break? Can the courier break smoke? I did not know that. Good, well, fortunate bit of micro work. I don't think intentionally. Oh, the taunt actually hits the Lina. It's a very messy fight now. Death Prophet has killed the Chaos Knight. They'll get the Ice Path onto this axe and step forward. That's 4 members of Ice Pepe there. They're going to be able to clean up this kill over time. Let's see if they can get comes of it. No, nothing. Chaos Knight's down here. He's going to be fine. They have 3 members of Warwick by their shrine, but they can't really do anything at this point. Most of the damage is the Death Prophet, and she's dead. They can't really contest a 4-man, 5-man push of Ice Pepe. It looks like they're going to try and at least step towards this T2. I don't know if they can get there with enough creeps to do anything, and they're just going to back away. The issue has been forced. Oh, it's Puck, that's that 4 forward. Yeah. They're just going to escape. This Jakiro... He's going to be fine as well. It's a good disengage there from Ice Pepe. So now they look towards establishing vision around the Roche Pit. Not necessarily so they can take it, but if the option presents itself, they can. As yeah, that has actually massively swung the game in Ice Pepe's favour, where now the Axe is still decently ahead because of the Chaos Knight spike here. He's well and far ahead of this life stealer. Now we're just seeing the retreat to the jungle for both teams. The life stealers is like, okay, I'm gonna just farm for a bit in the jungle because they've finally figured out they can actually kill me in lane. They have Axe and Grimstroke clearing out camps as well. Axe has his Blink and his Vanguard building towards... I guess that'd be a bracer towards a drum. I know that's not the build anymore, is it? Ah! I see bracer and I still blink drum, despite it not being a thing for way too long. Just a value item then, for him. My throat is not doing well here. That's going to be a 5-man smoke up. 5, yep, that is all 5 members of Ice Pepe marching straight towards this axe. Looks like they're going to swing up towards the jungle. Warwick will scan it out. They realise they can't... Well, they don't want to do anything here. They're going to make the counter invade. The battle runes come up and it's going to be 2 for 2. No real advantage gained or lost there. And Death Prophet's just going to build towards an Ags. I think Warwick think they're still in the jungle? But they're showing mid, so probably not. Oh, Lina is a bit far forward. Shakira's going to try and TP in to save. Oh, it might have been the issue too far forward. Just the Yoga Magi just was very threatening for a second there. But they can't do anything. They'll step away. Life still has his Sacred Relic. Gonna have the Radiance relatively soon, but they're gonna try and get this Chaos Knight. The TP's gonna come out from the DP and the Axe, but unfortunately too slow because the Axe TP in first. TP is heavily delayed, so they can't get any catch. DP's TP. Bit of a tongue twister, that one. So again, the action was threatened, but nothing came of it. Both teams going back to the jungles. They'll have the Lina try and shove out on top a bit. try and maybe force one to go top and make something happen on the map elsewhere while it happens. Like, you get someone to commit to that lane and maybe get a pick mid or something. Or you could just have the lean and stay top and try and just get the creeps onto the tower.
Radiant are scanning.
Radiant scan their own jungle. I guess they're trying to play around a smoke gank, but no, all the members of Warwick are tucked away into their jungle. The mass pings come out. They have vision of this, don't they? Yeah. They see Ice Pepe stepping into their jungle. DP's going to step under the T2. They can't find anything. This is really defensive playmaking from both sides. He says as the Abaddon might find himself next, but the blink away before anything happens. Again, playing really cautiously here. They're committing to plays, but or at least stepping up to start making plays as the axe is disconnected. They're stepping up to start making plays, but as soon as resistance is encountered, it's just, nah, I'm gonna back. There's a brief DC there from the axe, but it's going to be quickly reconnected. Fairly close game, actually. I try to remember. There we go. It's like neither team's really been that far ahead. The most that Warwick Ducks have been ahead is just over 2,000 gold, and that's been the highest peak of this game in terms of a lead. XP wise, a similar situation, but 3,000, I would say. We'll see the itemization hit briefly. So Life still does have that radiance, as mentioned previously, that it was building towards. Chaos Knight has a Reaver. Is that going to be an early? It's going to get Crimson Guard. Okay, that makes sense. Try and deal with the damage potential of this. That's an Abaddon, not a Chaos Knight. I'm an idiot. No, it's going to be harder to ask. Okay. I think it might be a bit early for R, but it does give him a fair amount of damage as a strength hero. Just, that's all, like, not the item I would be immediately considering this early in the game. As it's going to be a smoke attempt here by Pepe again. Going to walk up through the Ancients. Oh, no, they're going to hang up. They're going to go forward. The rest of the smoke hasn't popped yet. No one's here. But at this point, Warwick have already retreated to their other jungle. Excellent game sense here from both teams, it has to be said. Realising where these ganks are going to be attempted and where to retreat to in order to avert them. But of course, now that they have actually forced the retreat massively, they can clean up this final tier 1 tower. The fortify is going to come out, but it's only going to be for a delay play. And I think Warwick, if they pinged out the other T1 left on this map, it's only got 300 health, 400 health left even. They can probably just clean it down before anyone comes to defend, but I don't think Ice Pepe are respecting this. They're looking to keep going. They see 3-4 people top maybe. They're going to keep, at least force some teleports. And one will come out, that's going to be the Grimstroke, who's going to try and clear out the wave as best he can. That's already half your T2 gone. And your Fortify. They'll finally get the T1 on the Lifestealer. But now the counter TPs come out. The Lifestealer's quite far forwards. Do they have a catch? They don't have heals on this lean, so they're going to have to be Light Strike if anything. Yeah, it's going to be Rage TP. You hit the Light Strike, but it doesn't matter. He's invulnerable to magic, so yeah, he's fine. So now, what did both teams do? It looks like Warwick are looking for an invade into the Ice Pepe jungle. They might be looking towards the T2 bot lane themselves. They have 5 here. They can potentially force something. They have DP all available to them as well. Meanwhile, I think Ice Pepe have set up and look like they're going to make a smoke play. Yeah, they have a smoke up the lane and they're going to smoke up in the jungle. They're going to find no one because they're just at the T2. They're going to trade T2s. That's what's going to happen here. DP ult has been popped. As is the Fortify. On this side of the map, Jakiro, Liquid Fire is on the tower. And this is going to be a trade T2 for T2, I think. This is the most handshaky game of Dota I've played. They've been just mirroring each other up and down the map effectively. And it's been quite close in terms of farm as well for most of the game. And I think Ice Pepe are actually going to be the ones to force the issue here. They're going to step towards the high ground. As Hello. Axe has found himself the Lina. He's found the Dunk. The move speed is going to be able to chase the Chaos Knight down for a bit. He has the Blink taunt as well, and he will catch the Chaos Knight. Doesn't have the ability to take down this Axe in response, though. The buyback on the Lina that has TP Veil on the Puck has blinked forward and just got completely obliterated. The Silence is going to buy himself some time, but it's not going to stop him from getting dunked in the face. The Grimstroke ulti comes down as well, but they're going to be able to turn around and pick up the Axe. Right, and they'll start trying to click down this lifesteal as rapidly as they can. The Silence is going to buy some time. DP step wait right in the middle of the three and has the drains on top to keep the hell alive. Borrowed time comes out, the Lagoon Blade takes up the lifesteal in the back line. Looks like the Chaos Knight in response, however, is now it's going to be a 3v3. No, lifesteal is TP'd into the back line. He's going to find himself Lina over on the other side again. Ogre Major is looking very low. He's going to eventually get ticked down, but his left is... No! Appen denies himself! Lifesteal finally clean up that Lina, but what was that team fight? 4 for 2 dead in favour of Warwick, but the gold goes in their favour of Ice Pepe. Buybacks. And being able to kill that lifestealer reasonably early and force his buyback as well. That's what got them the gold advantage. They will give up some map pressure. Lifestealer's going to try and shove in mid. I don't think he's going to get close enough to TT to actually threaten it, though. He's just going to back up into his jungle again. But that fight was all over the place. The one fight that finally happened, and it delivered. Credit to both teams. Alright. Puck. Cleaning up the wave. Just gonna shove it out. Lex. He's running towards the Black King bar. Being able to just play around all of the stuns, etc., the silences that Ice Pepe have should be only able... Listen, mate, that's not where you want to be. Yeah, just... Because I think the thing that cost them that fight was the Axe did kind of just get chain stunned down, like, between the Ice Breaths and the Light Strikes. Not a fun place to find yourself if you're a control-heavy hero just wants to run at people. So again, the BKB to deal with that. Death Prophets has the plate. Oh, it's just a casual plate mail on the way to an Ags. Okay, that makes sense. What's this lifestealer doing with his money now? He wants an AC. That seems like a reasonable item to buy. Chaos Knight has his heart. He's building towards an AC as well. This game is just so even. Down to the itemization, it's kind of ridiculous. So yeah, both teams just backed up into the jungle. That's the state of the game. It's just going to be farming until one of the teams tries a smoke gank. Again, I feel like the smoke ganks have led to the chain of events that have led to action happening, but the smoke ganks themselves have not been particularly effective from either team, other than just establishing map presence. They haven't actually found kills or anything. They infested, blink, taunted a creep. Or a creep and illusion, excuse me. So, thoroughly baited. As now here comes the 5-man smoke gank. They've committed a fair... Not a lot of resources, but quite an important one in the infestors. It's going to be 2 smoke ganks running into each other. As every CC gets popped at once. It's a question of who survives. This Axe runs away with the skin of his teeth, but Chikari looks like he's doing first one full because DP's on the backline doing so much work here. The Inkswell's hit a lot into this Chaos Knight. Oh, the CC stacking comes out a lot. I think actually self-fuels from this DP, keeping himself alive excellent in this fight. Chaos Knight's going to fall as well. It's going to be a fight heavily in favour of Warwick Ducks here. They'll chase down this Abaddon. The borrowed time has already been popped. He's dead as well. 3 kills for nothing in favour of Warwick Ducks, and they look like they're going to barrel towards mid. No, they're going to turn and go Roche. And I don't think at this point there's anything... Who you got left? Lina and Puck has no Dream Coil. 2,000 goal swing for Warwick Ducks. That's the game breaker, I feel. The game is now open and it is in their favour. So a reasonable rush take here. They're going to TP in the Jakiro, but I don't think he can do anything. I think he's just here to drop some wards. But yeah, they saw that TP. Just... Are they going to look for an invade? Potentially just a D ward, honestly. Yeah, there's your ward, they see it. And they have control of the top side of the map as well, so they can get the bounty runes there. They've got the puck bot to clean up the bot bounty runes. So they're going to not lose out on gold, as it were, but there's just a lot of presence from Warwick now in this Radiant jungle. They might look towards taking objective with it. They have the Aegis and yeah, it's on the Lifestealer. Well, but the Macropyre actually, just to try and stop the creeps from getting on top of this tower, but Lifestealer's just tanking it. He has the Aegis, he doesn't care. They're going to just give up this T2.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
So off 1-1 fight, they got Roshan and a T2, and they still have the Aegis. As well as the spoils from winning the fight as well, obviously. This map is snowballing very quickly in favour of Warwick. They're looking towards taking their second T2, and I don't think Ice Pepper are particularly interested in defending it.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Oh, the blink forward from Dax, excuse me, gets the Jakiro. They'll pop the DP ult and then rapidly just kill Jakiro before he can really do anything. As everyone is now forced back, and this is how Warwick break the base. The orb comes forward, but Puck doesn't want to go forward and try and make his Dream Coil. Because even if he does, where's the backup coming from? He's just going to end up in the middle of 5 and die for it, even if they can't move too far. Jakiro will buy back to protect the barracks, but I don't know if Warwick particularly interested back in the blink forward the axe, but it's going to get stood up for now. But now everything comes down to Jakiro, guys. Again, that's die back for him. He's out of the fight. DP also gets blown up, however. It looks like Ice Pepper might be able to stabilise this fight. They have Life still in between 3, but he still has the Aegis of the Immortal. That's going to get procced, and it looks like Warwick are just going to give him up. Puck's now TP's really far forward, actually. The open winds on him is going to slow him down, and it's actually going to buy enough time for the Lifesteal to escape, but they have to trade out axe in response, though. They'll turn their checks towards Grimstroke. He's getting pulled in and slapped down. Does the Ogre Magi make it out alive? He tried on the TP, but the Yules is going to keep him alive, and that's going to be 4 kills. And the immediate buyback for 1. And that's like 3,000 gold now. Puck did 1,000 damage to death profit, apparently. How much health does the DP have? Oh, the Dagon. That's the burst. It's only level 3 Dagon for now, but that's going to rapidly start doing massive amounts of damage. As now, with the man advantage they found themselves with, they transfer it into map advantage. They'll take this first tier 2. I don't know if they have enough people here to really force the T3 like Warwick did.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
But they're definitely going to try. They have illusions. They'll burn the Fortify. They'll clear out the creeps, but nah, the Lifestealer's there and they won't particularly try and fight a Lifestealer. Let me click the Lifestealer, thank you. He's building towards a Skull Basher. It's just like an extra bit of control in these fights. And damage as well. It's a pretty nice item for a Lifestealer to have, especially one already with the massive attack speed that's granted by AC. Chaos Knight doesn't have his AC quite finished yet. He's how much is the recipe actually? Yeah, 2,000 gold. Well, 1,000 gold off now, I would say. As Warwick go back to their jungle. They need to, well, win a fight, basically. Like, again, if they win a fight, I feel like their objective take is so much better than Warwick's, because they have the Lifestealer, they have the DP, they can just shove a lane down, potentially get a tower barracks, or like 2 sets of barracks at this point, as considering the mid's now exposed. I feel like Ice Pepper need another fight to take T3, and I don't even know if they get the racks for it. They got the T2 off the last fight. Can they repeat that? In terms of actually taking the fights, it's kind of hard because I feel like they could have. They won the fight quite convincingly, but for a moment it looked like they would just had the puck way too far forwards and wasn't in position to try and get the Lifestealer. I feel like if they just left the puck back on top of the Lifestealer to deal with him, they just won that fight hands down. But they took a risk and it did pay off that time. Lifestealer is going straight towards this Abyssal Blade. Okay, I feel like it has to be for this highly mobile puck. Just be able to hold him in place, like Ogre Magi is about to get held in place by this Ice Breath. Nope, cancels it. Oh, with the blink fall from the axe. He's going to pull Jakiro way too far forward. The Dream Coil's only going to hit one. It is the axe, and it's not really where else to be. Meanwhile, Chaos Knight's found himself on top of the Grimstroke. He's going to invis himself out of the fight, and they quickly blow up Jakiro. The Gunnerblade's going to clear up the lifestealer in rapid order. He can right click someone. No, he's given up his streak to the Lena. Now this fight is in tatters for Warwick. They lost their carry. The Chaos Knight has found himself on top of a DP and doing a tremendous amount of damage, actually. Abaddon's going to get popped by the DP spirits from the exorcism. They'll get the Grimstroke from the backline off the Lena Q. Ogre Magi is going to get clicked down as well. This is another massive fight in favour of Southampton. Ice Pepes are going to eventually click down his axe. He has a decent chunk of armour on him, but he has nowhere to go. 5-man wipe. Ice Pepes take 5,000 gold, 6,000 gold almost, out of the sails of Warwick and into their own. Absolutely well done by them. Now, what do they get off it? The only person on the buyback is DP, and if we go all the way up here, we see Puck rapidly cleaning out this wave. They will get the T3, it's whether they get the Rex as well. Grimstroke is actually back in 25. And with DP buyback, they might have enough wave clear to just shove it out and buy enough time for the rest of the team to respawn. Abaddon's going to pop the shield and just run at it. But you've got no creeps, that's just going to get healed off. That's a little bit of damage, I guess. And with the shield, it's free. So, not too worried. They actually do so much once the backdoor protection goes down. I forget Chaos Knight's damage output at this point of the game, especially with the AC and the heart. So they will get a set of racks. They'll send the 2 knights towards the mid lane and try and get this T2 as well. As now Warwick start respawning. The tower is a foregone conclusion, it's whether they want more. And it looks like Ice Pepes. Oh, the Hex though will actually, Grimstroke Cult's committed, and it will actually leech here as everything is popped onto this Puck, who actually just gets to phase warp out. Meanwhile, Abaddon has found himself stunned up, drained up. The Axe has found himself the Puck, and the lifesteal's out for damage. They'll actually get the Puck, and then they're able to turn on the Abaddon. Dang, you're just left dead. Hey, no one's there. Everyone tried to run away, but they caught the Puck on the way out because of the laid back. The Abaddon turned around and got caught with the Grimstroke Cult, and from there they were able to convert into 2 kills. They could have got more, Warwick, because Southampton were backing out. But 3,000 gold back to them. This is looking like a very good game, actually. If we take a look at the net worth charts real quick, yeah, was up to like 9,000 net worth advantage for Warwick, I would say, but that's rapidly swung down. That's going to curve back, I have to believe. So, who's looking for danger? It's going to be Jakiro. He's a double damage lifestealer looking for him, though. Nope, there's going to path towards mid and look, try and force a set of barracks, or at least buy some buybacks, as it were. Because this DD lifestealer with Infest up, it's kind of terrifying. There, he's going to start hitting the racks. They don't have a fort. Yeah, they do have a fortify, excuse me, and they're going to eventually pop it. Oh, the T blink taunt from the axe misses. It's just an awkward standoff where they can't really they don't want to commit the buybacks, but they're going to have to give up the barracks if they don't want to do so. They'll get a lot of damage onto the lifestealer. He's going to get invis for now. The protection's going to be there. They get the ult onto Chaos Knight, but they don't really have any follow-up potential because he's so far back. It looks like Warwick happy just taking the melee racks and leaving as it is, but the Puck wants more. The TP's already out. Warwick have made it out successfully, taking the 1 barracks. But I'd say that's worth it for them, considering it's the melee one. The range one doesn't regen, and the melee one, obviously the one with more creeps, is going to continually force the wave for them. Roshan isn't up for another minute. Southampton trying to cheeky, at least check it, I guess, with just having the map advantage they gain from forcing Warwick back. As it looks like Warwick might actually be looking to take a re-engage here. The Jakiro steps forward, they lose his vision of him though. The smokes have come out on the lifestealer. They want to try and force this fight. The blink taunt gets cancelled from the axe, fair play to him, but now the Dream Coil hits too. They step forwards, Dagon comes out, but it's not really going to do too much as the axe blink taunts but finds no one. And meanwhile they've blown up the Grimstroke. He immediately buybacks and has the shrine to TP too, so it looks like it's going to be a 5v5. But Ice Pepes force the buyback, and they don't really want to overstep their mark here. That's a win for them, but maybe it's just enough to try and force a Roshan. It's about to spawn up. If that's the objective they want, they might be able to do something with it. No. They're hovering, and it looks like Warwick Oh, the puck blinks forward. Gets hexed immediately. It's going to be a 4-staff save for them. Ice Path. The blink taunt hits 2 and everything gets committed onto this puck. They're going to try and blow up. They get seals in time. They're going to Jakiro instead. Now it's just a full-on team fight here. The Abaddon ult gets popped as well. Chaos Knight is caught in the crossfire, but it looks like that's going to be a dead lifestealer who blowbacks immediately, runs into the fight. The Chaos Knight looking very low, but he has the Aeon Disc to keep him alive for now. He's eventually going to go. No, the chain stuns are real. They're calling everyone in the permanent stun on the side of Warwick. They can't kill this Chaos Knight. He's still alive somehow. They've killed the DP. They've killed the Axe, and Ice Pepe's want more. They're going to hold the Grimstroke in the air. He's eventually going to go down. Can they get their Magi as well? Yeah, they will. Can Ice don't make it out wave and stop it being a wipe? The Rage is going to buy himself some time, but I don't think he gets a... Ooh. Ice Path into a BKB isn't going to do it. The silence doesn't connect. If it did, that was a dead lifestealer. They'll force 2 buybacks on the Axe and the Ogre Magi, and that's a massive, massive swing again on the favour of Ice Pepe. As now, they look to forge the high ground. They have the creep wave in slightly in the bot sides, so they have broken the backdoor protection for now. The port flag will be popped, but it looks like Warwick is going to play for the T4s.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's middle barracks.
BKB, popped by the Axe. They're going to try and get a blink taunt with the Infest Bomb on top. There are 4 on the T1. Can they get the puck? Yes, they can. As now Abaddon ult is popped as well. It looks like everyone is going to make out in one piece. They just get the one pick off in return. They're going to get the T3 top. And it looks like Ice Pepe is still wanting to try and make something happen in this top lane. As they just dive straight on top of the barracks again. Do they have a second engage in them? Axe has a blink. And he does it right into the Ice Path. And they've got on top of the Lifestealer again. The right click damage is going to keep him alive for now. Oh, the Good Blade just takes him in kill range. He doesn't get the Abaddon on the way out, and they pulled in the Axe as well. That's going to be the final set of racks now for Southampton. You have to believe at this point they have won the game. DP ult now. Warwick can save the game for Warwick. As Abaddon is going to zone up DP for now. The Chaos Knight now onto T4s. The BKB pops the DP, but she's just brought on top of this Chaos Knight. They will get the Ogre Magi in the backline on the favour of Ice Pepe's, and DP's is going to get clicked down over time. They'll get a nice strike away, will secure the kill, and that will be GG for SOT1 Ice Pepe. What an game. What an game. If we go to the post-draft screen here, 36-26. Let's just have a look at these graphs, shall we? So here we see the early game. We see Warwick's first one fight, where they got like 4 for 1 or something. No, that was Ice Pepe's first win. That was where Warwick got the 4 for 1. Immediately, Ice Pepe slapped back. Then Warwick started pulling ahead in fights, won 2 in a row, and actually started pressuring objectives really well. They had that string where they got the Roshan into barracks, and a lot of lane dominance as well. And then they just give up 2 or 3 straight fights, and they just snowballed out of control, did Ice Pepe. Amazing game by them.